Welcome back. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about the wrestling today, and I'm not picking an AEW today. I'm just not. But I want to talk a bit about TNA. Total Nonstop Action has been a thing for a long time. They were Impact Wrestling for a while. They've gone back to the TNA moniker, which I think is good. That's the brand name that they're known by for most wrestling fans in general, and more wrestling companies is good. I honestly think that having a healthy TNA, WWE, and AEW is best for the wrestlers. It is best for us as fans and gives us a variety of things to watch. Now, hopefully, ROH at some point in time ends up getting some more prominence and some kind of a good spot to be watched on TV. But this is about TNA and WWE, who are now working together. They've announced that they have um, a new working relationship that's going to be over the coming years, and this is great. TNA, at times there have been debates about whether or not it's viable, whether or not it's going to survive, and it has had its ebbs and flows all the way along. And I've seen videos on the rise and fall of TNA and where TNA fell apart. I still remember that first episode where they went live and they had that big cage where just there's a hole in the middle at the top, and nobody could get out. And I remember saying out loud, "Oh my god, this is their first show and nobody can get over." As in nobody can get out over the top of the cage, but I just thought, just from a symbolic perspective, the fact that nobody can get over on their own show, man, that feels like it's just TNA to a T. So, at any rate, I think this will be good for TNA. This means that we'll have still that crossover between mainly, I would think, NXT and TNA's Impact show. And it's good for wrestling. It's good for wrestlers. There have been a lot of talks about budget cuts around TNA that I've seen over the past few months. So maybe this will help. Maybe they'll start hiring wrestlers. Maybe we'll see some of the TNA guys show up on maybe a Raw or a SmackDown, something like that. So it is going to be very interesting to see how this turns out, what this does to raise the profile of TNA, and I think this is a huge partnership that we're going to be seeing here. Of course, WWE is still this behemoth, so it's not like they have to worry about TNA stealing their audience. But while this isn't a video that necessarily directly impacts AEW, there's only so many hours in the day. And if some more wrestling fans decide, hey, we want to give TNA a shot and see what they're doing, and if TNA's broadcast is a good one, that could negatively impact ratings for, say, AEW. And yes, that could absolutely draw some fans away from WWE, but it feels like they're kind of a juggernaut at this point. So I'd be interested to know your thoughts on this. Do you think that the partnership between WWE and TNA is going to be great for both companies? Do you think it'll just benefit TNA? Do you think WWE is just going to siphon off all the best talent from TNA and leave it as like a feeder system? Let me know your thoughts, because honestly, I think this is great for the wrestling industry. I think it's great for wrestlers too. And I'll be interested to see how it all turns out. Now all we need is OVW to get a little more viewership worldwide and nationwide than what they were getting, say, especially a couple of years ago. The Wrestlers documentary on Netflix definitely seems to have helped there. So let me know your thoughts on the state of wrestling in North America. I'll leave NJPW and others out of this for now. We'll just discuss I guess American, because if I say North American, then CMLL gets in that too, and that's totally different. So at any rate, I guess AAA too, right? So anyways, let me know your thoughts regarding the TNA WWE working relationship and how much of a benefit you think this could be. I think it's gonna be great. When I saw Rosemary on NXT a few months back, I popped. I was like, that's great that Rosemary's in here, and they've got various TNA wrestlers in here, Jordan Grace coming in here and there. I think it's just been fantastic, and I am very much in favor of it. But let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.